Hey guys, Greg Christensen here, Grandview Livestock here. So we come out here today and there's several of them that are pretty loose in the rear end, several of these sheep and goats, and some have obvious signs of overeating. So we changed these white cover guard there down to that trough's on the third notch, if you can see that. And so we had the sides opened up to probably number 5. We're pushing it down to number 4, maybe even number 3 on some of them. That makes the corn not come up so high up into that little trough underneath the white guard. And have to reach down in there to get it more. Another sign, you see some corn in that trough there. That's usually a sign that they're leaving that corn there. They've ate all they want, all they can, which is probably a little too much at this stage. Later, when they're on it good, you might see that after they've been on full feed for a few weeks. But now we're just trying to get them up. Probably don't want to see that any corn left in the trough like you see right there. So here's one we've doctored. Now what we've given them is just Banamine, and they'll hopefully just walk it off. But you see how they walk a little stiff? They're kind of slow. That's the overeating. They just overloaded on grain, a little acidosis. At this point it's not lethal, or at least we hope we don't come out here and find him dead tomorrow. But you can see he's up here by himself, which is very unusual for a sheep, and he's not walking real coordinated. So let's go look at the rest of them. Now this ram was doctored yesterday. He's up here hanging around that ewe lamb that's in heat, but so you see he's better than he was by quite a little bit. So a shot of Banamine. Now Banamine is a prescription drug. You have to get it from your veterinary or have them give you a prescription. See this one? Kind of same way. See, they just want to lay down a lot. They struggle to get around. They just walk a little stiff. Another good thing to do for them is just walk them around a little bit. Walk them around. See, they're loose in their rear end. Clinical sign of the acidosis, so it's overeating. But it can be lethal, so don't take it for granted. You've seen us cut those feeders down, and that's a problem when you're trying to get them started on self-feeders, getting them regulated, getting them built up to it. We're still hand feeding out here some, and then some are getting onto the self-feeders also. So we're backing off the hand feeding a little bit. What I mean is we're giving less pounds. We were giving about half a pound a day, and now since they're picking up on the self feeders, they're getting about a third of a pound a day in the buckets we bring them. But you can see this is how they're supposed to act. Of course, you know that, but this over here, that's how they're not supposed to act. And I think there was, Travis said 4 or 5 he doctored here today, and it does seem like just that treatment, and then they just can get over it on their own. See that one there with the blue mark on him? Now he was doctored today. You can pick him out. See, he's just a little stiffer acting. He's down here with the bunch. He wasn't separated himself yet, but he just is off a little bit. See, the rest of them run on out. He's behind. So 2 cc's of Banamine is what we give them. That kind of just, it's a pain reliever, and they'll get to feeling better, and they'll get to walking around, and they can usually get over that on their own if they're no worse than this. If they are worse, then you'll have to give some sodium bicarbonate or something. If they get worse than this, guys, sometimes it's just hard to get them over it, and you can lose them. I've given Pepto-Bismol, tubed it down them, things like that. But you know, early intervention is the best, and you know, that's just about the only way to keeping goats alive is early intervention. You got to be paying attention and very observant. But for the most part, everybody's doing fine. That's only, I don't know, 5 or 6 out of 1,000, so that's not bad. Of course, you don't like to lose even one. And we haven't lost any yet, but it's inevitable. Here comes another walking up here at the blue mark. See, not severe. You just have to know in your gut there's something wrong with them, because sometimes you're just not sure. If you're not sure, you think there is, it probably is. That's a little ram we got out here. Well, anyway, guys, we'll keep you posted. This is kind of how it goes.